5, 7.
Okay, so more news about Google, though. Google Assistant can now read you audiobooks from Google Play.
I'm surprised this didn't happen sooner.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
So I can play my Stephen King It Audible over my Google Home now?
Yes.
Well, son of a biscuit eater, I am listening to it tonight.
Can you play Audible on that?
Well, no. The reason why I don't know if Audible will work actually.
It wouldn't work on Amazon.
Well, no. Amazon is owned by Audible is owned by Amazon, so so I'm not sure completely about that because I know Alexa can play my audiobook.
So Ben's got the opposite camera that he needs, the opposite speaker that he needs. That's funny.
My life is over.
So this announcement is mostly for just the Google Store alone, the Google Play Store.
Mm-hmm.
It'll play the audiobook. So it will now sell audiobooks to users for the access to the Android and iOS. So people are wondering about the speaker thing. So iOS as well. So the Apple speaker will be able to do this as well. Because it's next to the Google Play Store.
You can get Ready Player One for only $7 right now.
Wow, let's see. Sign up for monthly subscription service. I have Google Plus, so I'll be able to download stuff now for the books.
Yes.
So I don't have to pay for it.
No, you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for the books.
Yeah, you have to pay for the books.
Well, that's baloney.
Well, how else would you get the books?
I'm
Free?
paying $9.99 a month to these guys. Give me books too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, $14.99. That's right. Family plan.
So no subscription necessary. So Amazon's audiobook service Audible also sells off audiobooks, but the company strongly encourages customers to sign up for a monthly subscription service for the launch. Google slashed prices of, so they are going to start like a subscription service. So you can put like, I'm an Audible member. Okay, I pay $14 a month, and I get 1 credit every month. That's 1 audiobook. The problem, like, you might feel like, oh, you can just buy the book. No. The difference is some books cost $50, some cost $8. I've bought more than a few books that cost way more than that credit. So that's where it comes into play. The Google service is going to be the same thing. So it's going to have a monthly subscription service that you can buy, and you'll get probably 8 credit to get a book.
So is it even worth it?
It'll be worth it. Like I said, if you get like the pricier audiobooks, it's definitely worth it.
So who reads these books to me?
Well,
Christopher Walken does.
Whoever.
It's not Patrick Stewart.
If it's I can tell you this because like I get a lot of audiobooks that are done by Random House Audio, and it's Jonathan Davis who reads a lot of those. Yeah. Not Jonathan Davis from Korn. The other famous Jonathan Davis.
No, I know.
Not the other. This is a whole other Jonathan Davis.
I was hoping, like, in the middle of the song, like, he walked down the street. Oh, like, what the heck was that? Go! What?
What's going on here?
How about the guy from Unsolved Mysteries, and he's reading it to you?
Oh my God, that would be great.
As he walks down the street,
oh man, I would just love to see.
He sees a lid glistening in his eye.
I would love to see like the time on if they had William Shatner read it. How long that audiobook would take? It would take you probably a year to read that listen to that audiobook.
Have you ever heard the audio version of "Go the F to Sleep" by Samuel L. Jackson?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
No, I think the funniest is Gilbert Gottfried's students' 50 Shades of Grey. That was great.
You know what? We need to start a segment and just do like impersonations reads.
Yeah, too bad we all suck.
Oh wait, so
excuse me.
Too bad we all suck.
Audiobook recommendations reel that are signing up for this service. Obviously, one I can highly recommend is Ready Player One. Will Wheaton does an absolutely amazing job of reading this audiobook. He also read Armada, which is Ernest Cline's second book he wrote, which is just as good as Ready Player One. Ready Player One is better, but he also does the audiobook for that. So, and he does a great job of just getting like the feel of what's happening in the book and of the character and how his reactions are and his mannerisms. it is so well done. You can't picture anybody else. Like, it's hard for me to picture anybody else playing the main character besides Will Wheaton in Ready Player One, because it's just. And what's funny is because he's a character in the book too. Well, the Will Wheaton is a character in that book. He's like a politician in virtual reality in the future.
That's great.
So
now,
he's probably
is he in
gonna,
the movie though?
I think he's gonna have a cameo in the movie.
I would say Stephen King. I mean that's a good one there.
I haven't listened to that.
You mean
one.
It?
I haven't listened to that audiobook. I don't know who reads it.
I did one audiobook in my life. It was Steve-O's autobiography from Jackass, and I actually was quite surprised because he actually, Steve-O himself read half the book, and he said he's going on tour, so he can't read the rest of the book, so this is just his half.
Oh.
But he actually, and if you ever want a good autobiography, listen to Steve-O's audiobook, because it's really shocking to hear some of the things that happen. It would cause him to be kind of like an alcoholic and stuff like that. And he's been sober for almost 5 years now.
Yeah, well, one of his friends ain't doing. I don't know how well he's doing now.
Yeah, Bam's in rehab again.
Yeah.
Ever since what's his name died?
Ryan Dunn.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Missed them
his
all.
uncle on Don Vito.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
So, but yeah, it's a good autobiography. But Stephen King, It.
All right. So it's another really, really good one that anybody who's a fan of Star Wars or Doctor Who, both those book series, you pick any Star Wars book or any Doctor Who, and it is going to be a ride of an audiobook, because they do the full cast, they do the sound effects, they do the music.
It's like listening to watching a movie with your eyes closed.
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing.
yeah.
It is great.
So it's like old radio.
Yeah, it's like a radio show. It's
Yeah.
such high production value. It is so worth it.
Doctor, where are you going?
Like
I just used my sonic screwdriver.
like Star Wars books begins like the dun 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 dun, and it reads the scrolling text you would see on the screen.
Oh, really?
It has that whole thing. It's great. The lightsaber sounds, everything. Like, and with Doctor Who, you have the TARDIS sounds, the sonic screwdriver. You have all that. It is so. And a lot of times with Doctor Who, you have the actual actors that did the show that are doing the audiobooks too, and it is great. It is just, I love them both. They do such a great job. So if you're going to get into audiobooks and you're a sci-fi fan, that's what you need to get into. You will fall in love with audiobooks.
The sound effect guys must love that job, because they still have sound effects guys.
Yes, they do.
Because like, I just watched them in there's a show, really good show. I highly recommend it. It's funny. It's Drunk History.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that briefly.
Oh, it's so funny. Well, there was one where the guy goes to this place where they make sound effects, and it's a room, and they're going making sound effects. It's so cool.
Do you know who the best sound effect person is? The guy from Police Academy.
Completely different thing we're talking about here, but
Those are some great
I
movies.
mean, like,
No, not the movie. He did best sound effect person. He makes sound effects for movies.
yeah, but not by the mouth. I'm talking about like from a gun. They use like a ratchet.
Yeah,
It's pretty neat.
yeah. Or they'll like smash coconuts or something.
Yeah,
like
or they're walking on the floor and they're walking in high heels.
Yeah.
To make that sound. It's pretty neat.
Because the channel I watch, a YouTube channel, shows how to make practical sound effects. The Cinecon.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. They show you how to make special effects for your videos and stuff, your YouTube videos. How to use practical things to make those effect sounds.
Someday we'll end up doing that for our show.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at Walmart grabbing a steak. What are we making a steak for? Someone punches on one.
That's not the sound I'm looking for. Hey Ben, come here.
How'd you make that sound effect? I hit him with a steak.
I thought you were supposed to hit the steak. No, didn't work.
So I hit him with the steak instead. Oh man, but yeah, it is what it is.